Hello and welcome to Mystic Moonstone's weekly angel card reading. The duration for this reading is the 20th of May through to the 26th. Let's have a look and see what the angels have in store for us this week. And at the end I'll pull a name out of the bag for the oracle card. Then next week we'll be doing number 33 and then the week after 44, and the names that chose those numbers will also go into the bag. Okay, the first card we have is Archangel Uriel, known as the Light of God, and the card is of freedom. So it may be that you start this week, maybe things have happened over the weekend where you just want a little bit of me time, you want a bit of time to yourself, or you're thinking about going back into work and thinking maybe this isn't right for you, maybe you need a little bit more freedom in where you're working. So freedom can be many, many different things. Sometimes it can be about taking a step back and being on your own, or sometimes it can be about thrusting yourself out into a new situation, something that maybe gives you more authority, more freedom to make choices. Or freedom could just be that you just really just want to get away and just kind of have some fun. You know, so let's have a look, and I'm going to go to that one actually, and see what the influence card has to say. Rediscovery. Okay, so that makes a lot of sense, what I was just saying about fun. You know, so maybe it's time to rediscover something that makes you feel free, makes you feel alive, makes you feel like you're not trapped, you're not tied down somewhere. Okay, let's have a look. I'm just going to put the light on because it's got very, very dull all of a sudden. Okay, I hope that's better. Sorry about that. Okay, let's have a look at the next card. We had lovely sunshine when I started this. Now it looks like we're going to have rain. Oh well. We'll make the garden green. And we have Archangel Uriel again. So the angel of light, the light of God, is staying with us this week. And we have abundance. So watch out. Abundance can mean many different things for many different people. You know, and it really depends what will make your life feel more abundant. It may be financial, it may even be health, you know. I always say without health it doesn't matter how much money you have, but then you need money because it's a power that can actually kind of unlock other powers. You know, so money isn't the root of all evil, as some would have you believe. It is a necessity, and if you use it wisely you can make things better for others as well. So what I would say is just watch out for how abundance comes in for you midweek. As I said, for some it may be health, for some it may be love, and for some it may just be good old-fashioned finances. Let's have a look and see. Productivity. Okay. Productivity kind of speaks for itself, especially when it goes under abundance. So whatever you're going to be doing is going to be bringing in more of what will make your life feel abundant. Okay, so maybe you might be productive in securing something at work that brings in more finances. Maybe you're one of those that needs more love in your life, and what you do will bring about a production of that love in your life. It will kind of, you know, increase it. Again, with health, it may be that you start a new, I don't know, fitness regime that will actually help your health and bring in that abundance for you. So the productivity card really is about you doing something as well. You reaching halfway to help the angels, you know. You know, I think that is important. I don't know why that card over there. I think it's really, really important that you do that. Okay, let's have a look and see what the next card is. We have Archangel Sapphire and we have Compassion. Now that's always a strange card because Archangel Sapphire is the angel of lovers, of sacred lovers. I've said all along throughout this reading that I feel for some of you this is something to do with love. Maybe the freedom to love, maybe you know, allowing that love to come in more. And then when we get to this card, and it's Archangel Sapphire and it's compassion. Compassion is about putting yourself in somebody else's shoes. Is about just kind of putting that love out there in a kind of almost unconditional way, in a way that you start to realise that maybe somebody's not acting the way they're acting because they have to act that way, because they want to act that way, but because there's other things going on that's making them act that way. So they're not wanting to hurt you, or they're not wanting to act a certain way. So, you know, sometimes we just have to have compassion, and when we put that compassion in, it kind of opens up the window and it helps us to see more. Sometimes we have to have that compassion for ourselves, okay? But what I would say with the Archangel Zapkiel, watch out, because I really feel this last card is for the lovers out there. And it doesn't matter if you've been a lover for 6 hours, 6 years, or 60 years. Alright, once a lover, always a lover. So it doesn't matter what your status is. What I'm trying to say is, if there's somebody in your life who you love, who loves you, you know, apply a little bit of compassion to a situation around you around the end of the week, and you will find you'll be getting the rewards of that. The angel of relaxation. Let go of desired outcomes and you will get what you want. Which kind of goes with the compassion card, doesn't it? You know, compassion is, as I said, it's about taking a step back, looking at the bigger picture. And it feels to me sometimes when we're in a relationship, we try and push it to be the way we want it to be. I mean, I'm an old married woman and I still do that. I still sometimes forget that Mal's his own person with his own feelings and his own fears, his own inspirations, and I almost kind of expect, because we're a couple, that we're kind of coming completely from the same page, and sometimes we're not. And that's probably a good thing. That brings a balance, you know. I always say he roots me, and maybe I give him wings sometimes. You know, so that's the way you have to look at it. But sometimes when you're in a relationship, it's so easy to think they should be thinking exactly the same as you, and then when they're not, it's so easy to get affronted by that and to kind of lose that compassion. So sometimes you have to bring about that compassion, and sometimes you have to realise that even though you're coming from different sides, you will meet in the middle. And you do need to sometimes just relax and know that things will work out okay. That if you overthink something, that's sometimes when you start to think up dangers and slights and offences that just aren't there. Okay, so you know, as I said, it doesn't matter how long you've been in that relationship, and if it's you that you need to put that compassion into in order for you to see your self-worth so that you can actually attract a lover into your life, then that's important. Because, you know, I always say to people, it's not that you have to change. You know, suddenly going on a diet or doing this or doing that isn't necessarily going to attract somebody into your life, but it's you realising that you're worthy of love, because then you shine, you become a beacon, and that's what draws others in. Okay, let's do a really quick recap for now. We have Archangel Uriel, beginning of the week, bringing in a sense of freedom. So that may be reminding you, you know, because he shines the light. He kind of shines the light on what's wrong, or if you're in a dark place, kind of shows you where to go forward. And what, you know, what that card is saying is that there needs to be more freedom coming into your life. Then you have the rediscovery card, which kind of really goes together with the freedom, doesn't it? Because sometimes we don't realise that we're imprisoning ourselves in different situations, and we have to rediscover life, rediscover what our passion is. Then we go to Archangel Uriel again, and he's bringing in abundance. Okay, so that's an abundance, can be different for everybody, but it's what will improve your life. You know, it's what will make you feel happier. It's what makes you feel abundant in the heart. Okay, then you have productivity, which, as I said, is about you you have to put a little bit of effort into this, you have to put a little bit of work, a little bit of thought, but you can do it. There's lots of lovely green on there. Green's the colour of growth, green's the colour, it's the monetary ray, it's what entrepreneurs draw on to bring success into their life, and it's also the colour of healing. So, you know, when you put all that together, that's all about personal transformation and personal growth. Then we have Archangel Zapkiel, the angel, the angel of lovers. But instead of this one being about more sexually orientated, this card is more about compassion, it's more about emotion, it's more about feeling deep inside yourself, really feeling with your heart for a situation that's going on, and maybe putting the ego to one side, like I was saying, you know, not kind of believing that everybody has to think the same as you, and having compassion for that other person who's maybe come from a very different perspective. Okay, then you go to the angel of relaxation. Let go of your desired outcomes and you will get what you want. And there's a lovely blue on here. One of the things I would say with the blue is the throat chakra. And, you know, sometimes in order to bring about that compassion, you have to have that conversation. You have to bring truth in, but do it in a gentle, compassionate way. Okay, I will draw a name, if I can get one. Okay, see what I've got. I've got Heidi Lawrence. Congratulations, Heidi. I will put the oracle card up on page. It will probably be today or Tuesday latest. Sorry, I'm just sort of juggling a lot of things this week. But it will go up on page for you, Heidi, and congratulations. To everybody else, I wish you love. I wish you blessings throughout this week. May the week be everything you want it to be. Bye.